us now is with SheBe's medical reporter.
All right, Mary, we have some cool stuff on tap today. What's going on?
Well, so I was so excited. I had the privilege of speaking with NBC New York City anchor, reporter, and first-time author Jen Maxfield.
Right.
So her new book is called, or her first book is called More After the Break. And when I first got this book, you guys, or first considered it for a review, I was like, well, it sounds like a book for reporters or journalism students, and I was kind of like, but I was wrong. So, and I was so curious. This woman has reached the top of her career. Why would she want to go back? And the reason she said she wanted to go back was because we only have 90 seconds when we go to a story, right? You guys know that. We have 90 seconds to tell someone's entire story, if that sometimes, just because news is crazy. People would ask her, well, what happened? What happened next? What happened after this situation? Some of mostly some of these tragedies that she so she really took that in, and she really took that question in, and she told me it was just out of her own curiosity. I mean, so she went back. I mean, she spent 20 years as a reporter, 10,000 stories. I mean, and I asked her how difficult it was, and she said, Mary, it was difficult. So she went back months, she went back years, she went back decades. And in true reporter form, she tried to find people through Twitter, she sent them a baby gift and said, by the way, I interviewed you, for your story. Do you want to talk to me? So she did narrow it down, and I want to, I'm sorry, I want to make sure I get this right.
Yeah,
because,
and she narrowed it down to 10?
10. So there's 10
out of
chapters.
all those stories? That is crazy.
10,000. Shoot, let's do some math. Oh, wait, never mind.
Look, math is hard, and you know it's a lot.
So, and I want to say, so it's called More After the Break. It's a page turner, guys. But the thing is, I took a pause, and I was wrong. It's not for journalism student. It is, or journalists, but it's about the human spirit and how people can triumph over tragedy. And it really is the appreciation that someone who has been, what she says in her book, who has been thrust into the spotlight, not by choice, but can make a change, can change the world. I want to give you an example, one of the chapters in her book. In 2018, Jen was reporting on, it was called the 2018 Paramus bus crash. Paramus, New Jersey is about a half hour north of New York City. One student was killed, the teacher was killed. The bus driver was indicted and then eventually found guilty of reckless endangerment, vehicular homicide. This student on this bus who was a survivor, she went all the way up to Congress to pass a law. It took years to make sure that she said, I want to get this right. So this is what the survivor said to Jen in her book, in her follow-up interview. I can't change what happened, but I can change to make it, to help other children on school buses safe. And so, and it's just, I mean, it's so difficult too when you have to go to someone's door, Jen was telling me, and under these tragedies and say politely, no ma'am, I cannot come back at 5 o'clock. I have my story for today. And it's just, if people don't respect that, she tells me, or they don't say a prayer before they go to that person, then they're not a good reporter.
Man, it's the humanity of it all.
It is.
It's the humanity of it all, because you hear the term feed the beast, but these are people, and these are real stories. And so I'm really excited to see where her journey led her, because so many of us, I mean, I can't, countless stories that I've done in this industry where I wish I could go back. So this is
go
cool.
back.
Go back.
Author it.
There we go.
Alexis and Jen, go back. Also, I want to say, also, guys, this is make-believe. Jen tells me, she's in New York. Holy cow, She wears her own dresses. She does her own makeup. She has very good lighting. There's no bathroom in the live news van when she's stuck in traffic. So if you guys want a behind-the-scenes look of what really happens,
look, we know that struggle.
Yes,
indeed.
We know it well. Mary, thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
Awesome
The book is called More After the Break, and I will make sure that I have got for you guys watching a link to our link to it on our website. Thank you.
Speaking
it's wonderful.
We will have more for you after the break.
After the break.
Health Spotlight, presented by Community Health